Hi guys, welcome back to This Fun Life. This is Tracy. I am starting a new journal. I just cut up several different sheets, mostly florals. I just had them laying around and I was like, let's just make a journal out of them. So I'm going to do a tab binding. As you can tell, I have this little thing full of tabs that I've cut. I think I want them to be rounded because you'll see them on these colored part of the pages. You won't on the white part, but I think this is going to be the cover because I don't really need it to be super stiff. And I'm going to decorate all of the inside pages with like book page or music paper or whatever, so it'll stiffen up anyway. Excuse me. So I want to just, like I said, do the tab binding, but when I do it, I generally have a really hard time getting them to be at the same place on the next one. So I think what I want to do is something like, put the tab in wherever I want it. And then go in between on the next one. And then, but I should be able to line them up better, I think. So that's my plan. I use art glitter glue. And let's just hope for the best. See what happens. I also thought this would help me to get them all in the same, not only general idea, but, oh, I just did that wrong. Shoot. I totally did that wrong. Okay, this is the problem with tab bindings. You have to think about it. Okay, so these basically I need these to be glued on the front. So this is approximately the middle. Okay, so let's leave that tab out so we know that it's not glued. I don't know if I should have inked these. I think I prefer them not inked, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so that's what I don't like. This is not really what seems to be the middle. So I'm going to move it. Well, I guess half and half would be the middle. Kind of looks like a flower, and I can always cover it up, right? Because that's what we do in the wide world of junk journaling. Okay. So now I have to think again. I think I need one that hooks underneath here to the next page. I'm gonna have to take them apart. I thought this would work better, but I don't think it does. And that is the nature of the beast, right? Okay, so there's that page. And then I think it goes this way, but you have to have your tabs for the next page. Oh, this is hard. This is harder than I remembered. Okay, so I should probably not do this at 4:30 in the morning because I can't think. Okay, so now this is my front page. That can't be right. What am I doing wrong here? For one thing, it's upside down because I'm trying to think backwards. Okay, so this will be like this. That's part of it. So I need this here. And then the ones here. Oh. These, I think. Is that the way it goes? Oh my goodness, guys. It really shouldn't be this hard. I just haven't done it in so long that I don't remember. I think I already screwed it up too because I think these should be on the other side. Yeah, because that's just going to do that. So those will be in there. I don't know if I can push them through. Okay, maybe a tab binding is not the way to go. Oh my goodness. I think I did want them on this side. Okay, so I think I want this to be like this. Yeah. So I'm just going to reuse these because I don't want to cut a bunch more. And I don't even know if I still have this paper that I used. Oh. So anyway, guys, it pays to think ahead and plan better than I do. Okay, there's that one. Now, for this one, I know these tabs need to go there. So, that means But I need to put tabs that stick through to the other side here. So I'm assuming you're not up at 4 in the morning on a Sunday morning, but actually I should. It's probably later than that because I usually get up and read my Bible, and I did do that this morning, so it's not 4 anymore. I don't know. It's probably at least, probably 5-ish, somewhere in there. Okay. I seem to have all of the same colors going. So let's see if we can switch that up a little bit. I don't know how much of this will even be visible, so it probably doesn't matter, but using this grid helps a lot, especially since my little tabs are 1 inch. They work perfectly. So what do you guys got planned for today? I am planning to just clean. I think I might do a little food prep for the week because I need to get back to making my own lunch and taking it. It saves so much money. And I'm trying to be more frugal currently, but you know how that goes. Okay. I had all the stuff to do cash stuffing, with envelopes. And since I had my allergic reaction to resin and had to get rid of that, I have some room. So I thought I should just get all that back out and maybe start doing that. It's June, so middle of the year, could start, trying to be more frugal. As you can tell by my laugh, I'm not sure that will happen, but especially now because my daughter and I are ridiculously into fish. So we have 5 tanks, although one just has plants in it, like live plants. So, crud. So, just trim that. I would normally try and line that up, but I'm just not feeling it. So that's just a smaller tab. Anyway, we just got another tank. Whatever day it was. Friday. Friday we got another tank. So we need to get that set up. But in order to set it up, I need to make some room for it in the living room, which is where we have all of our tanks. So, is that right? Yes. So I have not done that yet. But that's the plan for the day. And I have a couple engine filters. I have engine filter and cabin air filter for my car and my daughter's car that I need to get put in. So, want to do that at some point today as well. So we'll have to do that later. I just haven't done that, so is that right? I think that's right. And also, this weekend, my grandson is coming to stay the weekend. So he's 15. So I'm trying to, in the living room is a pull-out couch for him. So I need to get that arranged with the tanks where there's actually room to actually pull it out. So, as you can tell, I have a couple things I need to do. Okay, that's going to go this way. So, I guess it's going to be this color because it's what I have the most of. Excuse me. Goodness sake. I'm going to move this up a... So again, these are not going to match. I wanted them to be, you know, somewhat like, oh, I can't think of her name. The treasure book. What is her name? Oh, that's awful. But everything is so precise on hers. Perfectly in line, and I love it, but I've never been able to do it. And I don't know why. I like to say it's stroke damage. Even though I'm pretty sure it's just Tracy damage. You know, I'm a dingbat. I can't line anything up. In fact, I remember, you know, when I was a kid, my parents had bought 2 mining shacks that were just pushed together. There was no plumbing, no anything when I was really young, like probably 2 or 3. And we had been renting the house next door. So we moved and moved into that house, and my dad started fixing, you know, building, adding on. It was just, how many rooms would have been in there? 2, maybe 4 rooms. So of course, first he made the kitchen. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't remember everything he did right in order because I was, like I said, 2 or 3, but I remember moving there. That's one of my very first memories. I remember them putting a big pot on my head and letting me carry mostly pots across the, you know, obviously we didn't really even box things up. We just carried it across. I had 4 older sisters and then mom and dad. So, you know, it was literally next door. So, anyway, we did that, and then Dad would work his shift. By then he was working at the prison as a guard. So he would go work his shift and, of course, pick up any overtime he could because, you know, that was good money even back then. And, you know, he had broken his back and was missing part of his leg and part of his hand. But anyway, he would go work his shift and sometimes overtime. And then he would come home and work on the house. Oops, I'm dropping stuff here. And so, you know, we always helped him. Which, you know, I think he actually was appreciative because he didn't have any sons. So, you know, the girls have to do what they can do. And my older two sisters would have been, well, they were 10 years older than me. So they would have been early teens. So that was what we did pretty much every night after school for them, and just, you know, whatever. It didn't have a foundation, so he put a foundation under it, and we helped him dig all that out. He jacked it up, and we dug all the dirt out from under it. He made a crawl space and put a foundation in, and, you know, that was what we did. We just, and he always had a huge garden. They, I should say, whatever. He had, I don't know if there was a well there or if he dug a well, but we had a well. And so he would, you know, put this garden in, and we would all take care of it. We had to help weed and, well, plant, weed, harvest. Then we would can whatever we didn't eat right away, which depends on what it was. I remember doing green beans, and I like green beans, but I hated picking them, breaking them, washing them, canning them. It was a nightmare. And one of our neighbors, this older couple right directly across the street from us, had a big cherry tree in their backyard. So we would take, you know, a million ladders and go pick cherries. And we had so many cherries, it was ridiculous. But it was great to have cherry pie and cherry cobbler and, you know, all the things you can do with cherries. Cherry jelly. Mom would make, you know, juice from the cherries and make jelly. So that was pretty awesome as well. I think I would make that the back page. So, you know, it was pretty fun as a kid growing up. He had, like, when we moved in, there was this super old garage. I mean, like, super old dirt floor. And it was huge. And he, of course, had a lot of tools, like a, you know, radial arm saw and a, you know, everything basically that you would need to build a house. And we would go tear down barns or whatever, you know, to get the wood. And so we had stacks of wood in this old barn garage thing. But we would go out there and I would play with sawdust and make it, you know, make pie or whatever, like little kids do. And it was so fun. And I remember that fondly to this day, and I'm 60 years old, so. But I think why I started that story was because he had, you know, of course we had to redo the roof as well, as you do. And so we would be roofing. And I don't remember doing that as a young kid, but when he built this huge garage, like a 4-bay garage, basically, with a workshop in the front, and it had a big, huge stand-up attic in the top for storage, because with, you know, 5 daughters and a mom and dad, there's always crap you need to keep. So when he built that, we of course all helped, as did my mom. And I remember roofing, and I was older then. I think I might even have been married, or no, I don't think I was married, but I was in high school at least. And I could not get them suckers straight. So he finally made a chalk line for me so that I could keep them, you know, going in the right direction. And even then, I don't know what it is. Everything, my writing slants, everything I do slants. I slant. But, so, that was the first time I really realized it. But, okay, there's all the tabs done. That's what it looks like. So, I'm going to end this one here. And then the next one we'll pick up on a little more of it. Thanks for hanging out with me. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya in a next video. Bye.